I can hardly wait. You can tell I'm on pins and needles waiting.
You just
Welcome
wait,
once
brother.
again, Talking Fight fans. Another exciting episode of Knuckle Up with Mike Art for, and boy, does he have a good one for us today, I'm told. So, who do you have lined up that's going to knock my socks off?
Ricardo Guadalupe Martinez Gomez. Yeah, I didn't stutter at all though. Ricardo Guadalupe Martinez Gomez.
Better known as
Known as Ricardo Martinez.
Ricardo Martinez. Step forward. You are now the snake.
Yeah, what a great name, eh?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So this kid,
So who is this young man?
Okay, he's compiled a record right now, 19 wins with 10 knockouts, 0 losses. Okay, he had an amateur record of 30-0, which is to enter the pros out of amateur without a defeat is a big thing. But he started fighting when he was 12. The thing is, he's the right age now, I believe, of 26, I want to say. 26 years old. So he started fighting when he was 12. But here's the thing, because he's a light heavyweight, there really hasn't been a lot of, as he says, gigantic Mexicans. So, that's what he says, why he only has 30 fights under his belt as an amateur, because, there wasn't a lot of people that he was able to fight with. He'd enter some of these tournaments, and depending on the region, he might only get one fight out of a tournament. So he did 3 consecutive years where he only had one fight out of the entire year. After his wonderful amateur career of 30-0, the Olympics were available to him, before he decided to go pro. But he didn't like the fact that he had to train with who they said and with the coaches that they picked for the team, because he already had his coaches picked, his dad, and I believe his coach's name is Fernando Garcia. And, those two for him have been really picking the fights for him. Right after amateur, he got called by Canelo Promotions, and Canelo Promotions picked him up for a couple of fights, and then they kind of just went off on their own, and his dad and his coach have been just working him ever since. The reason why we haven't heard from this guy as he's a pro athlete is because his visa is not available yet. He's got the paperwork in. He's hungry. He knows that fighting over in U.S. soil or international soil is where the money's at, where he's going to get the recognition that he needs, and he's just waiting for his visa. He's biding his time. He's still, he's not against working with Canelo again, but they're talking back and forth about him maybe re-signing with Canelo Promotions when his visa comes in. And guys that are watching, I'm telling you, this guy, it's hard to find video footage on him. If you can find it, good luck to you. It took me hours to find stuff. He's one of these heavy-handed lightweight guys, and he's a great fighter. He definitely is probably one of the best light heavyweight Mexican boxers right now. So we're going to see big things from this kid. We just got to get him over into the onto the soil where he can compete against the bigger names and get these bigger fights, which he wants. He's not afraid of it. He's just biding his time and waiting. And he believes that 2021 is going to be his year, and they're looking to have 3 or 4 fights by the end of the year. So we'll see. We should be seeing this guy on some of these cards coming up later on in the year. Guys, get excited for this guy. He's a big Mexican fighter, man. When was the last time we really seen a Mexican light heavy who, has compiled such a great record, who's, a force to be reckoned with, which this guy is. Guys, we're going to see this kid. He's going to be big things, man. He's, there was a problem. He just didn't have enough competition in Mexico. And, he's only fought in Mexico. So he's relatively unknown. And you know what? If he signs with Canelo Promotions, again, which he already has done, he's going to end up with some great fights under his belt, because that's all he needs, man. He needs to have good competition in front of him now. And we're going to see if his skill set is exactly what, everybody's saying that it is. And if he is really that top prospect coming out of Mexico. We won't see that until we get him some good fights in front of his belt, or in front of him, because he doesn't have a belt. But he will in the future. He plans to have a belt in the future. He wants to be a champion. He wants to go down in history as one of the greatest lightweight Mexican boxers of all time. And he does have the ability to do it, and has the tools in his repertoire to be able to come through with these victories. So, guys, be on the lookout for Ricardo Martinez, also known as Guadalupe. So, yeah, be on the lookout for Ricardo Guadalupe Martinez Gomez. Guys, he's going to be a big thing in 2021, 26 years old, light heavyweight out of Mexico, 19-0, 10 knockouts. He's above 50% knockout, percentage here. So let's get behind this guy. When we see him finally be able to get into these cards, that he's going to be able to, with this new, his visa that he's going to get shortly, because the paperwork is already in. And it's sad that a visa can come in between a boxer and his passion to want to fight, and be able to put a hiccup in his step like that. Like, it'd be unfortunate, say, if his visa doesn't get approved, then where does he go from there, right? Which is very, it's sad, because with a kid with this kind of talent, hopefully he gets it. Hopefully we get to see him on U.S. soil or international tournaments, or even a Canadian tournament. But we need to get him in front of better competition, so we can really and truly test him and see that if the skill set that we all believe that he has is true. And until then, we won't really be able to say for sure. But guys, be on the lookout for Ricardo Guadalupe Martinez Gomez late in 2021. Watch him on the cards. It'll be very exciting. I can't wait. I'm excited. But that's who I brought for you today, guys. You know what to do. View it, like it, share it. Jab that like, click subscribe, knock me out some comments, and definitely tune in tomorrow for Hump Day, because I definitely will have a fighter that will get you through the rest of the week. That's what we're here for. Make sure you tune in every day at 4. Mike Gore bringing you Knuckle Up, bringing you the youngest, the hottest, the undefeated. And guys, if you didn't get a chance, make sure you go and check out the interview that I did yesterday with our boy, man, Amari Jones. Amari Jones, making his pro debut this weekend on Saturday. Guys, I'm trying to get the link to the stream for the fight so that I can post it for you guys, so you guys can watch our man Amari pro debut, and we're gonna watch him kick some ass. He's doing it. He's bringing us the W, man. He's told me straight he's bringing us the W, and we're gonna get behind him, and we're gonna support him all the way. Devin Haney Promotions. Good luck on your first fight, and yeah, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Hump Day. That's Mike Gore at 4. Knuckle up. You know what to do, man. Make sure you check out talkinfight.com. Check out the other shows, man. Give my people some love and support. That's Mike Gore at 4. I'll see you tomorrow. Hump Day. Knuckle up.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, man, for sure.